Jawohl, hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Let's Play-Projekt ohne Musik im Title Screen. Okay, cool. Willkommen zum neuen Let's Play-Projekt, nämlich LeClue, Dedektivin. Wir spielen das Ganze auf dem PC und wir sagen, wir starten ein neues Spiel. Sag mal, neues Spiel. Ich war gerade ein bisschen verwirrt, weil komplette Pfeiltastensteuerung. Oh, ich kann gehen? Na denn. Kann er vielleicht weniger pfeifen? No swimming, danger. Okay. Mit Shift L kann ich Gas geben. Ist das so ein interaktives Ding? Wenn ja, bin ich voll drauf gehypt. Erzähl mir eine Story, Spiel. Erzähl mir eine Story. Ich liebe den Artstyle übrigens. So viel schon mal vorweg. Okay. Anscheinend sind wir da. Er will doch nicht etwas schwimmen gehen. I see. I see. Perfekt. Bitte, was geht jetzt ab? Ja, guten Tag. Cool. Das war wohl das Intro und das habe ich jetzt ziemlich verwirrt zurückgelassen. Da schnarcht was. Ziemlich laut sogar. So sitze ich auch immer an meinem Arbeitsplatz.
What? Who? Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus? Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton. To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town. It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable. But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeClue. And she was the world's greatest detective. Finkelstein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then. Richard? Yes, I got it. I did, and my answer is no. I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
Ganz kleinen Augenblick. So, das ist er wieder. Es war gerade leider ein wichtiger Anruf. Es war einfach ein Ort. Ah, warte mal, ich kann mich hier umgucken. Kaffee. Was steht denn? Ah, lieber Arthur. Arthur der Autor, na denn. Ich hoffe, es geht Ihnen gut. Leider habe ich schlechte Neuigkeiten, alter Freund. Es lässt sich nicht leicht in Wort fassen. Also habe ich hier die Verkaufszahlen des letzten Buches. Sieht nicht so gut aus. Die jungen Leser von heute wollen mehr Geheimnisse, mehr Gefahr. Mit Jennys immer zaghaften und formelhaften Abenteuern verlieren sie. Immerhin ist es für die Buchläden schon zu spät, die Vorbestellung für das nächste Buch zu stornieren. Also haben sie eure letzte Chance, dem alten Mädchen etwas Leben einzuhauchen. Ich möchte, dass sie mal einem echten Krimi probieren. Töten sie wen. Etwas Drama. Es tut mir leid, aber wenn das nichts für sie heißt, das nächste Buch Jenny ihr letzter Fall. Amateur. Konnte keine guten Geschichten erkennen, wenn sie dich anspringt. Jenny LeClue und das verschollene Marmeladenbrot. Bei tolle Neuigkeiten. Jemand von einer echten Zeitung hat endlich ihr letztes Buch besprochen. Der 38. hoffentlich letzte Buch einer Serie, die ihren Höhepunkt lang hinter sich hat. Ich schätze, es muss Ihnen wie ein Schock vorkommen, aber wir müssen mit der Zeit gehen. Probieren Sie mal ein oder zwei Morde, eine echte Tragödie, wer weiß. Vielleicht haben Sie ja noch eine große Story für übrig. Ich rufe Sie später an, um drüber zu reden. Tut mir leid wegen der Karriere. Kopf hoch. Das ist es also. Spoiler, wir werden Mord haben. Achso, da haben wir schon die erste Seite. Brief an Finkel-Fans Entwurf. Ah ja. Das hier sind die Bäcker, kann das sein? Die das auf Dings gebackt haben, auf... Na, wie hieß nochmal? Kickstarter.
You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years? Fine. I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer. And you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir.
Gut. Ich muss nur mal gucken, ob
Predictable.
Audio noch läuft.
Well, if it's murder they want, It's murder they'll get.
Das wollen die Leute von heute. Mord und Totschlag. Das verkauft sich, leider. Bei einer friedlichen Story kannst du heutzutage wenig anfangen.
It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead.
Moment, was? Wir sind gleich am Anfang tot?
Her skin was pale, her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
No. Never move the victim.
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue, you are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk.
Ehemalige Detektivin lädt dumme Studenten, schrecklicher Koch, gute Mutter. Julie LeClue. LeClue.
But he's doing it wrong. As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh, me! I think it was an accident?
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor,
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
and then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder.
Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh yes, there is. It was murder, and I can prove it.
Die tote Laborassistentin.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data. And finally...
Deduce the real cause of death.
Na, dann schauen wir doch mal. Hinweise finden. So, warte mal.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable. But her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
Aber das sind Risse. Warte mal. Da.
The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
Da war gerade noch irgendwo was da.
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world, and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
Haarspange.
It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories. But this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker. She'd worn it ever since.
Die Blutlache.
There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood.
Kaffeetasse.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
Schwefelvergiftung.
A approximately 8 sizes too big, and covered in mud.
Voller Schlamm.
The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean. I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it.
Ja,
How do I know the victim didn't slip?
doch. Nee, Stiefel und nasser Boden. Wo sind sie?
The victim's boots are filthy. They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor. So where are they? Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
Gelöst! Juhu! Wir haben unseren ersten Fall gelöst. Ey, das hat schon fast was von Sinking City.
Okay, that proves she didn't slip.
Das hat schon fast was von Sinking City mit diesen Gedankenspielen, Alter. Gut, das beweist, dass ich nicht ausgerutscht ist.
So how did she actually die?
Warte mal, das
What was the real cause of death?
und Mund. So, Schlüsse ziehen. Kaffee tödlich, aber lecker. Riecht wie angebrannte Streichhölzer.
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus.
Ach, Phosphor. Okay.
Also found in common garden fertilizer. The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead.
Auch gelöst. Yippie!
Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover.
Jenny?
The gardener enacting his revenge.
Jenny!
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test?
Dieser eine Schüler jetzt mal. Kommt das im Test vor?
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch.
Bevor man auch das Kübeln kriegt.
The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya.
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool. What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
M. Ah, wunderbar.
A new journal.
To Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery, Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
I love Nerds. Wunderbar, das war im Trailer zu sehen. Aber wie viele habe ich denn? Gar nicht mal so viele. Wahrscheinlich kriege ich da noch ein paar. Aber weil sie Detektivin ist, muss da natürlich noch eine Lupe hin. Ne, warte mal, hier so ein bisschen über das I Love Nerds. Genau so nach dem Motto, als würden wir das gerade untersuchen. Weil wir... Und natürlich, weil wir Nerds ja lieben, ist ein Herz drinne. Perfekt. Ein guter Detektiv gibt niemals auf.
Journal meant new adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
Wunderschön. Leute, ich glaube, ich habe mich ein bisschen in das Spiel verliebt.
I love it. Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Eingeschränkter Blickkontakt, wässrig, defensive Körperhaltung, fehlender Ring.
Crossed arms. Furrowed brow.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get...
Emotional. I've really gotta go.
no, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Wow. The case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at hiding it.
Ah, schön. Ja, komm, Mom, helfen.
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Yes?
You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers. Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
Don't push your luck.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again? Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
So you don't trust me to take care of myself this weekend, but you do trust me to fix dinner and not burn the house down?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
And try to stay out of trouble.
When do I ever get into trouble?
Dieses schelmische Grinsen. So, wann bin ich jemals in
All right,
Schwierigkeiten
let's
geraten?
find these papers and get out of here.
Gut, meine Freunde, würde ich sagen, an der Stelle machen wir eine kleine Aufnahmepause und sehen uns hoffentlich in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dahin und ciao, ciao.